So, are you always soft?
Mostly. I'm looking for someone with enough gender fluidity to fuck a puppet. That's pretty much my only...
Right. At the end of the day, bitch, you want him to go ahead and suck this little fuzzy dick,
yeah,
okay?
Come on, check it out.
You feel me? Randy, tell him to suck the fuzzy dick. Come give me some.
Yeah, hit me. No, fuzzy dick, anyone.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, comedian TaTa Sherise, and I'm here with a super, super special guest, a very, very cuddly guest. Give it up for Randy Feltface.
Yeah, it's me. I'm here.
It's Randy.
How
I've been
you
waiting
doing?
to meet you.
Have you? I've been waiting to meet you. This is thrilling for me.
I've been watching your stuff.
Oh, have you? Well,
yeah, man.
Any reports?
Well,
any reviews? Be critical. Be harsh.
Honestly, I'm very, very, very impressed.
Oh, well, thank you.
You really know how to maintain an audience and keep them locked in the entire time, and that's hard to do.
Yes, well, particularly late night audiences doing the late shows, they can get a little bit weary. You got to take the energy up for the late shows. Basically, my late shows are me just going for 60 minutes, just color and
energy
movement.
For me.
I
you
know.
See that?
It's too much, and then I just go backstage and pass out in a pool of my own dribble.
I work the stage just how you work the stage, and I'm tired as hell afterwards.
It's exhausting.
It's super exhausting. That's why you're here today, because I need to ask you a bunch of questions.
Let's do it. Ask me all of the questions. I'm an open book. Hit me.
No, I don't want to hit you.
No, actually hit me.
Can I pet you?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
wow. He's soft.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
This pie is crazy when you perform fellatio.
What? Oh.
I would definitely listen. I mean, imagine someone soft eating you. Never mind.
No.
Anyway, my mind goes to the gutter sometimes.
That's
sorry,
fair
Randy.
enough. That's why we're here.
So sorry.
That's why we're here.
The real reason I wanted you here so I can talk to you is because, as a comedian of color, like myself, I just feel like you probably hit some struggles that I've hit.
Yeah. Look, if I can give you any advice, I would say please just continue to take unsolicited advice from mostly male comics and white ones and purple ones.
Right.
Take it all on board, and I'm sure you'll do just fine.
Oh, trust me. Listen, I tap in with the whites, honey.
Yeah?
Okay? If it's one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to milk the whites.
I find it very hard to relate to them, personally.
Me too. That's what I'm saying. Okay? It's all the melanin in our skin.
I know. Look at this. I have never felt more relevant at this point.
I know. You're shining. But no, how long have you been doing stand-up?
10, 15, 18 years.
Wow. 18 years?
18 years, yep.
18 years of
18 years of
people.
screaming at audiences across the globe.
But that means you got to experience the revolution of the internet. Because the internet changed the comedy game.
Yeah.
And it seems like you've adapted quite well.
Yes, well, I'm a very TikTokable face. I have a very TikTokable face. But I think for me, I was very anti-social media, very anti-internet for quite a while in the early stages of my career. Probably to my own detriment. There's bits of material where I talk about how I don't like the socials, and now I'm pretty much selling all of my tickets from Instagram. But I watched that happen, and I'm very grateful that the internet wasn't really around in the early days for me, because I feel like now, as soon as you put something out there, it has to be instantly awesome. Someone's going to film it. It's going to be online. You film it. You have to put it online. You have to create content. It's very high pressure, whereas I think, I got to kind of kick the ball around a little bit more and figure out what was funny and what was just shocking for the sake of it. When you see young comics and they just say horrible shit to try to get a reaction. I did a bit of that, and none of it is on the internet. Thank fuck at this point. I
know, it's so hard now. You have to be careful what you say. Or nowadays, a lot of us comics find ourselves giving disclaimers before we say a joke.
I actually feel like it's not that hard to be funny and inclusive. I know that sounds like some sort of weird virtue signaling gross ally, Feltface, but...
Who are your allies?
There is, hopefully you now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's it. I'm done. I can retire now.
Listen, anytime you got a very pleasantly plump black woman in your corner, honey, you good for life.
This is good. I'm now set. I'm set. We should hit the road.
We should.
Double act.
I'm down.
Okay, well, this is the birth of the next wave of comedy in this world. Look at us. Look at us.
Yes, your head is the shape. I'm sorry.
know,
Your head is
but
literally the shape of my tit.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. We
I
could
got like 2 of your heads on my chest.
Yes, let's do that. Let's call it the third tit tour.
The third titty
The
tour.
third titty tour.
I love it.
Coming to a club near you.
Yes.
I feel like it's weird that you're like, I don't know what, like, advice wise, or like, I don't feel like I have a lot of wisdom to share, because at this
I do.
point,
Hell
well,
no.
I've
know
been
you
doing
do.
it for a little while, but I feel like now I'm sort of moving into another echelon. So I'm still hustling, and I'm still like working really hard. I'm still trying to like get to the next sort of level. And I think that probably won't stop. And if it does, I'll retire. You know what I mean?
I'll say, okay, I'll ask you this. I'm an Instagram popular girl. Now I'm trying to break in onto YouTube. My YouTube is not as popping as my Instagram. Do you have any advice on that?
Well, my YouTube journey is very interesting, because I didn't really have a lot of content on YouTube, but somebody ripped one of my specials, put it on YouTube, and that got a lot of views. And then
Wow.
that's basically how I got my following on YouTube, by not taking it down and then posting my own stuff, and people going, oh, there he is again. And
Okay.
I was just lucky that I had like a bunch of specials that I'd already shot that were there ready to go. You know what I mean? So there was a backlog. You can now like binge a whole lot of my stuff. And it's the pressure to create new content is
listen,
tough, you know?
I was just about to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
The world is moving fast. The internet is crazy. You have to keep up. So is your content constantly changing? Like,
Here's the thing. I concentrate on writing the comedy that I want to do on stage, and then I'll tour that hour until I feel like I'm ready to write another one, and then I will shoot the hour that I've just toured, and then I will release that and then that's how I get my content. Any other content I create is like peripheral, literally just to promote shows and sell tickets. So I'm in a lucky position where I've got like 5 or 6 specials banked that I haven't really put a lot of online.
Okay.
And so it's a weird position. Like, I don't really know what it's like to have to like every day sit down and go, okay, I need to create a new clip for YouTube today. Like, I would find that exhausting, because I don't want to be a content creator. I want to be a comedian. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So if I'm concentrating on just writing the jokes and doing the material, then you know how there's all this crowd work stuff online at the moment? People are just putting their crowd work out. So they're not blowing their shows, and you get some gold, but you also just, some of it's a bit shit. And also maybe it's changing audiences to the point where they think that, like, there's probably a whole generation of TikTok viewers who think that all comedy is sitting in the front row and talking to the comedian. And then you get all of these yappy motherfuckers in the house chatting away like comedy's meant to be a conversation.
right.
You know?
Just shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
That's what I'm saying.
If we want you to talk to you, we'll start the conversation.
Literally.
This has turned into me now just grandstanding.
No, I want to say to you because, okay, you mentioned specials. You mentioned having hour-long material, time after time after time. So you sound like a guy that doesn't believe in shorts.
Shorts.
And shorts are the thing. The attention span is this fucking small.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, how do you navigate that world? You don't drop a lot of shorts. Do you drop shorts at all?
I do, but you have to take jokes out of pre-existing specials, right? So I'm not really making fresh stuff that's specifically just for a bit. It's like about going back through a special and going, okay, that's probably a 2-minute bit, that's a 1-minute bit, that's a 30-second bit. And again, I don't know whether this is good advice or not, because that's just the only thing that I kind of have to work with. Because again, my focus is on the show, like the live show, you know, having an hour of sort of, if the laugh rate is high enough in a 60 to 70 minute show, that means there should be like 30 clips from that special. Does that make sense?
It does. And what I'm getting out of this, once you stayed consistent, that's one. You
Yep.
stayed consistent, you put in your time.
Yep.
And once you blew up on a certain platform, you just kept the ball rolling.
Yeah.
And you just kept running.
Because I
So-
want to. Because
Right.
so I think it's more important to have a plan for
Right.
where you want to be in 5 years' time and where you want to be in 10 years' time, and work towards that. And all the collateral that you get from that, you release it online. You keep engaging with that audience,
Right.
sure. But if you're chasing your tail, going, I have to create new content every day, where's the big picture? You know what I mean?
Because my heart is on the stage too, Randy.
Yeah.
My heart is on the stage, but the internet changed the game, and we do have to engage. We do have to get out there and and talk to the world outside of the people that are in the certain cities that we're visiting.
Absolutely.
So
but
I definitely get it.
Yeah, but I don't think that should be at the expense of
Right.
the
Of your
part
creativity.
and of the reason you're fucking there in the first place.
Right, that's what
which
I'm
is
saying.
to write
You
jokes for the
feel
people.
me?
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
you my dog.
Yeah, right on.
For real.
Yeah, we got this.
Okay.
Okay.
I just wanted to let you know, like, your breath smells amazing.
Oh my God, I'm like a.
I don't get this close to no comedians,
I know,
okay?
and this
I
is-
just want to dive in, okay?
That's very-
You smell so good.
That is insane of you to say that, because
Wow.
I am like, I'm 9-10 months on the road at this point, and I think I smell like a fucking gym sock. So
No, you
thank
smell,
you
your
for
breath
saying.
is very pleasant.
Wow, that's incredible.
Wow.
All right, we're doing this. All of those mints I ate backstage were worth it. Mainlining
they
mints.
were.
Yum, yum, yum.
Randy, you're a cool motherfucker.
So are you. I can't wait for the third titty tour. We're
Oh,
going
I wanted to
knock
ask you
this out of the
something.
Oh, yes, ask me.
What's your favorite platform to use of all?
Can I just say real life, or do I have to answer that question? Probably.
Oh, no, keep it to the internet, because you are an internet sensation, whether you like it or not.
Can I ask you a question? Like,
Yeah.
when you're writing jokes for on stage,
Okay.
do you write with the audience in mind, or are you writing what you think is funny?
Honestly, I do not write with the audience in mind. I write what I think is funny to me, and then I test it on stage, and I literally write while I'm on stage sometimes, and that creates the joke that I use for a bigger show or a more quality show.
That's an amazing skill to have, to go up there and write on stage. I think that's incredible. And that
Thank you so
always
much.
happens on tour, even when you have written like a chunk of material, like you're constantly changing it, working on it, to make it interesting for yourself.
Yeah.
But what I would say then is that attitude, whatever attitude you have towards writing stuff for stage or creating live performance, take that same attitude online.
Okay.
So with Instagram, I use Instagram mostly because I like making little posters. I like photography. I like kind of those kind of clips. So Instagram works for me, and fan art and all that sort of stuff is really fun.
Nice.
TikTok for me is just a place to churn clips out to keep that engagement happening. And that's
Okay.
all pre-existing material. I'm not making new stuff for TikTok. But
Nice.
what I'm
Okay.
doing is, my attitude is the same as yours. I write what I think is funny, and then I take it to stage. So I take that same attitude to social media. What I think might be engaging, what I think is funny, I do that. And then I'm trying not to be sort of dictated to by the algorithm. I don't know if it's working, but sometimes, because you might put a reel up that you think is hilarious.
Nobody fucks with it.
Nobody fucks with it. And then you put one up that you're like, I'll just throw this up, 1,000,000 views.
Right.
What is wrong with you, internet?
But the thing that you put so much well thought Picasso touch on, that you really sat and put your comedic juices
Yeah.
to work, gets a couple hundred views.
No fucks given.
No fucks given.
Not a fuck in
Barely
the
any
world.
likes.
No.
Your grandma might like it.
Grandma loves it.
She loves it.
He loves it. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I'm not answering any of these questions in a funny way. This is supposed to be entertaining. I'm just going like, yeah, all you need to do is think about where you want to be in 5 years' time, plan, and make it happen. I should have just dropped into relationship material. It's like, I don't want to do that, though.
You're so soft. I feel like any woman would love you.
Well,
Well,
you
are
know
you
what?
into women? I don't know what you like, Randy.
I'm
I
a
gotta
little.
ask pronouns and shit. Randy, what are your pronouns?
My pronouns are he, him.
He, him.
But
Okay, cool.
but when it comes to like what
So
I'm
you're heterosexual?
into, no, I think I might be pansexual.
Pansexual? Okay.
But I'm more attracted to like female gender presentation. My main problem
So
is
you like coochie a little bit more.
I do, but I'm mostly attracted to queer women and lesbians, and they don't really get into this guy, so I get stuck with
Yeah.
the straight women. Ew!
I know.
I'm looking for someone with enough gender fluidity to fuck a puppet. That's pretty much my only.
Right.
My
At the end of the
only-
day, bitch, you want him
Yeah.
to go ahead and suck this little fuzzy dick.
Yeah,
okay?
come on, check it
you
out.
feel me? Randy, tell him to suck the fuzzy dick. Come give me
Yeah,
some.
hit me. No, fuzzy dick,
yes.
anyone? Fuzzy dick should
Fuzzy
be
dick, anybody.
That should be my stage name.
So, are you always soft?
Mostly. I don't get. I'm on the road all the time. There's no time for me to be anything other than soft, and then go home and
Yeah.
cry, wank myself to sleep.
How do you, navigate the dating world? Are you single?
I am single. I'm perpetually single, and that is by choice. If you want to have a partner, and if you want to have a family, if you want to do all that sort of shit,
Yeah.
then you got to put some energy into it. I don't want any of that. I just want to tour and have a string of many lovers across the globe, and so I have.
You don't want the little puppet babies?
Nope.
Oh, no little soft little. Oh,
No little squishy.
No little tiny squishies.
There are no
No little
Feltface
Randys
children.
running around.
No, I don't want them. Imagine they'd be
man.
little disasters running around. Yeah.
I want to go everywhere you go.
Yay!
No, literally, you're a great guy.
Oh, thank you. We've only really just met.
I
think
know.
you're amazing. But
Thank you.
know,
I like how your eyes pop when they see my tits.
I was asleep in the green room. I'm doing shows in this club, and they woke me up. I'm like, oh, you want to do an interview on camera? I'm like, who with? And they were like, TaTa. I was like, yes!
Yes.
Yes! But I have no idea why we're doing it.
Me either. You might get some new black fans.
I would like that, actually.
I feel like, yeah, you're serving the community.
You know
and
what?
shit.
I did my YouTube analytics.
Oh wait, I got makeup on you.
I love that. They do these little reports. Oh, I get it. They do these little reports where they give you a thing of the analytics of who watches you. And mine are all nerdy gamers.
Yeah.
Skewing a little bit too far to the white side of things for me. How do I diversify my audience? Tell me.
By
we need
rolling
to go
around
on
with
the
a black
road.
girl, and I need to go around
There
with
we
a
go.
puppet.
We're doing it. This is it.
This is it. We're doing it. This is the start of something very
I don't
special.
know what I could offer in return. As far
you can
as,
offer your fans. White men love me.
Okay, great. Let's swap fans for a week.
Just for 1 week, see what we do.
That's actually a great idea. You
That
could
would be
run my
funny.
Instagram for a week and I'll run yours for a week and we'll see what happens.
You just pop up there like, where the fuck is TaTa? And then you just start talking to people.
Yes.
Literally. It works for me.
Yes.
I don't know if your fans are going to receive me as well, though. But I think they might.
They would love you.
They would.
They're so sweet. My fans are the best. We'll find out when you go on the road with me next month.
All right, cool.
Okay. Coming to a town
Thanks,
near you.
Randy.
Bye.
We love Randy.
Like, subscribe, and like. These are the only things you need to do, and we'll keep giving you content. Okay? It's not that hard.